Hey, hello friends. Welcome to our channel SAP SD and ABAP leak support. So yesterday we discussed about the basics about e-invoice and how it works in e-invoice in India, where the GST compliance framework and IRP invoice registration will be triggered. Okay, today we'll see about how it will happen in case of Italy. The crux of this each and every country's e-invoice is very simple. The SAP generated invoices will be validated or authorized by the relevant government portals. The portal is different for each and every countries, and every country following their own formats of validations. They are splitting the data to be in a certain formats in every country. So that should be configured accordingly. In India, this is how the data should be transferred to IRP system. Similarly, in case of Italy, this is how it works. So now we will see how it works in case of Italy scenario. So in Italy, SAP integrates with government's SDI platform to manage the mandatory electronic invoices for all B2B, B2C and B2G. So for all the B2B, B2C, B2G scenarios, this electronic invoice should be generated and then it will be shared with SDI. So an invoice will be generated and shared with SDI. So SDI is nothing but Sistema DI Interscambio. So this is the government portal in Italy. So it's applicable to the business B2B, B2C, and B2G. So this e-invoicing in SAP, it might be relevant to any country that will be achieved through one of the functionality given by SAP, that is SAP document and reporting compliance. It's achieved through SAP document and reporting compliance. Okay, so let me show in system in SAP. Okay, I'm going to SAP now. SPRO path. SAP reference IMG. Okay, so you see here there is one node called cross application components. Under this cross application components, we have one more node that is general functions or general application functions. So the node name might be different or differs in different SAP versions. So don't be confused with that, but the content is same. Okay, general application functions, and if you in this node we have the SAP document and reporting compliance. But here we have e-document only. So earlier it was called e-document. Now in the new versions it is called SAP document and reporting compliance. But e-document or SAP document reporting compliance both are same only. So in the e-document we have general settings and we have country specific settings. So in the country specific settings we have for each and every countries. So according to each and every countries, the configuration should be done. As I said earlier, Italy, we need to integrate with SDI government portal. SAP should integrate with SDI. And similar way for Belgium, PayPal will be there. You see PayPal. PayPal is authorized portal to connect with Belgium's government portal. So like this, every country has their own set of data transferring methods. Accordingly, SAP introduced the configurations in each and every country wise. So if you take India, you see in India you have EVA bill and map tax code to GSTR specific fields, right? So we have Like this, we have country specific steps are given, and in the general settings also we need to do some other configurations here. Fine. So with help of this node, we need to configure this Italy specific e-invoicing. So this Italy specific e-invoicing is made it mandatory from Jan 1st 2019. So Jan 1st 2019 onwards, for every invoice generated for Italy country, there should be transferred to the government portal SDI. However, to transfer the government portal is up to you, but we need to transfer the data to them in their required format. So it should be in Fatura PA and XML format. You might ask what this is, what does it mean? It's an XML format. The naming given by Italy government. So this format only the data should be shared with SDI. So this is standardized structure defined by the Italy tax authority. So the Italy government will validate all the invoices received to them, and if everything is okay, they will digitally sign it, add the QR code, and they will share this data to the recipient. So let's see how it works now. First, first invoice creation SAP system. A billing document will be created and it will be posted to the accountings. Then e-document generation, then XML transformation, then transferring to SDI. Now SDI validation happens once they receive the data. Finally, archiving and monitoring. So first invoice will be generated, then it will go to the EDOC cockpit. So there is one T code available in SAP, that is EDOC cockpit. Yeah, fine. The T code is EDOC underscore cockpit. This is a monitoring tool where we can see whether data is transferred to outside of SAP or not. But currently, there are some issues in my SAP system, not able to access the T code, but this is the T code where we need to monitor whether the invoice is transferred or not. Okay, so once invoice is created, the XML data can be seen in this EDA cockpit. From EDA cockpit, the XML will be transferred to that Italy's Factura PXML format. So for that, we need to do the mapping and we need to involve middlewares here. Then it will be transferred to SDI to the validation, then archiving and monitor will happen in the EDA cockpit. So EDA cockpit will get the notification whether that is successfully validated or not, that invoice, or any issues. Okay, so this is one thing, and this is how it works. But still, in my previous project, in case of this Italy invoice, we worked in a different way. So what we did, so how it works in my scenario. So the validation from government portal is same only, but we haven't used this EDA cockpit. I mean, we haven't used this document and compliance framework. So we haven't used this document compliance framework. We use it in the IDOC way only. So what we did, from our point of view, first invoice is created, then outbound IDOC will be generated, then stored in A11 directory. From this directory, Sterling team will pick it up. So they will convert this. Okay, so uh, they will convert this XML file into Italy's government format. Then SDA convert this XML into Italy government portal, then transfer it to SDI, and then SDI to the validation. So if you see here, this one and that one, let me scroll up and keep it here. Okay, let me put it in the same page for your better understanding. So basically, this is how SAP is suggested to do, but uh, before this document compliance framework, we followed this way. So invoice generated is same here in both cases, but in our cases, outbound error will be triggered through one output. So we have configured one output here, one IDOC output in that invoice. That will, once that is triggered, it will save an XML file in the A11 directory. Then there's one more middleware team is here, Sterling. Okay, that is managed by IBM team. So the Sterling team will take the data from this A11 directory and they will convert that XML data into required format of Italy. As per the government required format, Sterling team will convert the XML file. Then they will share that file through to SDI. SDI again to the validation. If everything is fine, they will share that file with the recipient after adding that digital signature, QR code, whatever is required. So this is how it is done in my project. But there are different ways we can achieve the invoicing. The main intention is that we should share our government's understandable format. Then they will approve it if everything is fine. That's our intention. How you will use the data, how you will use the middlewares, or whether you go with an IDOC approach, or either you go with the SAP document compliance framework report, however it is, we should share the data in their required format. Then everything is fine. This is how it works in the Italy. And I remember that I had shared my FS also for CE tele invoicing concept. Anyways, I will try to get that YouTube link again and share it in the description of this video. You can again go through that FS document. It will be helpful for you. That's it from this video, guys. We can catch up in the next video. Bye for now.